Hi everybody, Brent Jones NuHomeSource Realty. How are you? I have decided I'm going to do a Facebook Live every day this week. So today's Wednesday, and so this will be number 3. So hopefully you'll get some value from this. But what I want to talk about some alternatives to single family homes, because stop me if you've heard this before, but the market's nuts. So we got to find some kind of alternatives to just looking online for single family homes. So let's chat about what some of those alternatives might be. Alternative construction types, let's say that. Before we get started, click notifications, follow me, like this video, and leave a comment. The real estate market's nuts, and if you've been looking for a house, I know you know that. So we gotta find an alternative to just looking for single family homes online. By the way, I have a program where I can find you off-market houses. It's called My Perfect Home Finder. That's not the topic of today's video, but hit me up on that. If you've turned in 15 offers and you've gotten beat out 16 times, let's consider looking offline, and I have a way to do that. But let's talk today about some alternatives to single-family homes that could possibly work for you and your family, namely condominiums and townhouses. Now, why would those work? Well, condominiums and townhouses, it's just I want to give you as many options as possible, and those would be some possible options. If we're talking just specifically in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, now there's a lot of different communities, but just a few that I want to hit on would be in Fort Worth, Montgomery Plaza. Absolutely fantastic. Used to be the old Montgomery Wards building. They converted it to condos, tons of amenities. It's got an acre's worth of Olympic-sized swimming pool. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Over on the West 7th Street area. The Towers in downtown Fort Worth is another wonderful condominium community. Used to be a bank that they converted. The Omni in downtown Fort Worth, very nice, high priced, very classy, not for everybody. You're probably looking at 7 figures to get into that building, but I mean, 24-hour concierge, absolutely fantastic. Those are not all the condominium communities in Fort Worth, but I just wanted to hit on a couple of those. In Dallas, if you're familiar with Dallas, the whole uptown area has absolutely exploded. That would be like the Oaklawn, Cedar Springs, Lemon Avenue, McKinney Avenue kind of area. Tons of condominiums there where you could literally just go walk to some nighttime entertainment, restaurants, shopping, that kind of thing. Turtle Creek has always been a wonderful area of Dallas. Very nice, very classy, kind of luxury type condominiums, very scenic, close to everything. Close to Highland Park, close to downtown, close to whatever you would want, North Park, etc. And then, of course, there's a lot of condominiums in downtown Dallas where different buildings have been converted into condominiums over the year. Now, again, this is not all the condominiums in Dallas and Fort Worth, but just a few alternatives. Let's talk about some of the advantages and disadvantages of owning and living in a condominium / townhouse. Okay, depending on the complex, some condominiums have a real apartment kind of a feel to them. Now, again, it varies. It varies on the price, the location, the construction, that kind of thing. But that would be one thing I would caution you about. Some condominiums are glorified apartments, in my opinion. They have a real apartment type feel where you can hear your neighbors walking upstairs, and there may or may not be parking and that kind of stuff. Another thing would be you're going to have high HOA dues. It's going to vary, but I would think at least $100 a month. In some of the nice, ritzy, luxury condominiums, it could be $1,100 a month for your HOA. We'll talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly as far as the HOA goes in just a second. Another thing that could be bad about townhomes and condominiums, specifically condominiums, is they can be small. For instance, the Towers in downtown Fort Worth, 723 square feet. 723 square feet. That can be claustrophobic. But again, it's going to vary, but that would be one of the downsides, would be the size. Townhomes in particular, the thing about townhomes is I like townhomes better than condominiums for the most part, but the construction of townhomes is everything's on a different level. If you don't want to climb stairs, you don't need to buy a townhouse because you're going to drive into your garage. There's probably a bedroom on that lower level. Then you're going to go up a flight of stairs to go to the main living area, the kitchen and the living room. Then you're going to go up a flight of stairs to get to the rest of the bedrooms. And then depending on the townhome, then you're going to go up a fourth flight of stairs. And they may have roof access, which is actually kind of cool. It's kind of cool, but not all townhomes are going to have 4 levels. But the point to this is, it's stairs, 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 and stairs. You're going to climb stairs so you can get to another flight of stairs. And if that's not what you want to do, that could be a downturn as well. One of the last things about condominiums and townhomes is, may not be a great fit if you have small children. May not be a whole lot of room for them to go run and play. Now, again, it varies depending on the complex. Some may have play areas. Some may not. Some may have accommodations for your pets. Some may not. But maybe not the greatest situation for small children. Those would be the downside. So real quickly, here's the good side. Townhomes and condominiums. You're going to have less demand because most people are looking for single family homes. So you're going to have less competition when you're looking at condominiums and townhouses. And in this market, it's all about less competition. What can we do to have less competition? Like me helping you find off-market houses. You looking at alternatives to single family houses would be a way for you to have less competition. HOA. Yeah, the HOA fees are going to be, depending on what the complex is, a couple of hundred to well over $1,000 a month, but you'll typically get, they're going to take care of everything. They're going to take care of the outside maintenance. Your homeowner's insurance is built into your HOA. Again, if it's a really nice condominium, 24-hour concierge, well, they will do anything and everything for you. Receive packages. They'll go walk your dog if you're out of town. And let's talk about you being out of town. One of the really cool things about a townhome or a condominium is you have kind of this drop and go lifestyle, where if you don't have a single family house and you have a big yard to take care of, et cetera, and nobody to help take care of your pets and all that kind of stuff, you're going to have to make accommodations for all that if you're going to go on vacation or you're going to go out of town. With a townhome or a condominium, you could have them take care of your pets for you if you're in that kind of a complex. And again, they typically take care of the front yard maintenance in a lot of complexes. You might have a small little 10 by 10 little courtyard kind of a thing, but it lends itself more and more and more to a drop and go type lifestyle. So anyway, try to help find you some alternatives to just single family houses. I know a lot of people want to buy out there and they're just frustrated before interest rates go up. And by the way, they're going to go up. It's the way the government's going to try to keep all this inflation in check. Good luck with that, by the way. But I assure you interest rates are going up, which means you may or may not be able to qualify. And if you do qualify, you're going to qualify for less property. So consider condominiums, townhomes, in addition to single family homes. Anything I can do to be of help. Been doing this 32 years in North Texas, got a 98% approval rating on Google. Happy to help. Even if you just have a question, feel free to call, text, email me, hit me up. Happy to help. Brent Jones, NuHomeSource Realty, 214-649-4528. Talk to you soon. Bye.